Spoiler warning ahead for this review. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing another film review. This time I want to review, kind of wanted to wait a bit to do the review too of the Deadpool Wolverine film. The third film in the Deadpool trilogy, I guess we call it now. Probably gonna be a Deadpool 4. That's making it a whole saga, but hey, just get this review out of the way guys. So I just want to say Deadpool Wolverine, it's a movie I did enjoy, but there were some key moments in the film that I really did not like. More so inclusions of characters I really couldn't care for. Right out the back, it was really funny how in the first scene or in the beginning we just see Deadpool just I don't know, bring out Logan's dead body. He's like an aluminium skeleton at this point, okay? You know, he's defining a grave, okay, to the tune of instinct because he's using basically the bones of dead Wolverine as weapons. You know, it's very on character for Deadpool. Now, again, I'm just gonna get pissed off here again. Like 616, really. Like we see Deadpool enter the 616. They call it. They're calling it like the main MCU line. 616. But again, all the fans really hate. Okay, it's not 616. Even Evangeline, the girl who plays Miss Marvel, who is playing one of the least liked characters in recent MCU projects. But I'll give her credit. She knows her stuff. She knows that the MCU is not supposed to be a 616 universe. It's supposed to be Earth 1999 something, I don't know. But there's something being referenced in, across the Spider-Verse, okay? So yeah. I don't know. I think what also pissed off with that just me being like a conservative kind of reactionary, with Deadpool talking to Blind Hell, and I don't know. Again, they do this thing where they reference God at her, and I'm like, that kind of just pissed me off as like the good Christian boy I am. So I don't know what's up with that. All right, let me get back into some lip talk. I don't even remember what these notes are. Okay, I took freaking notes going to this film. Okay, like this is the first time in my life I have gone to a movie and I've started taking notes. I bought a whole notepad just to take notes for Deadpool Wolverine. I probably should have done this for Civil War when I did that review, but I didn't, for whatever reason. And then we can confirm that yes, Vanessa did stuff, or did break things off with Deadpool, and so now she's his ex. Which is a shame because I really want to see more of Vanessa. Like, are we gonna get confirmation that she is supposed to be copycat or not? Like, are we gonna see American backwards become copycat? But no, they keep edging us. Well, they don't really edge it because there is no freaking reference of her being copycat from the comic. It's like they give her the name Vanessa something copycat, but they're not giving us copycat. They're just giving us Vanessa as this regular human partner of Deadpool. And then they made a Will Smith joke, okay? Keeping Canada out of someone's mouth, which I thought was pretty funny, even though at this point that joke is kind of old and irrelevant, so it doesn't really age well upon this film being released. So I don't know. And then them taking dabs at Canada because, well, at this point, who likes Canada? I mean, their politics are terrible, the government is terrible, the people are kind of unlikable, and but that's whatever. I mean, I did like how they also brought in comic book accurate short Wolverine, who was supposed to be 5'3", which is the funniest thing. But I don't know, but I think that I did see some comments on your Twitter or Instagram saying how you see how ridiculous it would be to have 5'3" Wolverine on camera, and I'm like, no. 5'3" Wolverine, I will say this till the end of time, can work We just need to find an actor who's at 353. Like, I even suggested, like, at the joke that Kevin Hart play a variant of Wolverine. Because he's, like, 5'4", okay? So, like, he's closer to comic book Wolverine than even Danny DeVito, who is way shorter than that. And then, and then there's another Wolverine variant who pops up, who is, spoiler alert, Henry Cavill. Okay, they got Henry Cavill to play a variant of Wolverine. And then they use this whole scene of just Deadpool interacting with Henry Cavill Wolverine to take jab at, like, DC. Because it's like, I don't know, Zack Snyder, DC fans, like, I don't know, we can be unhinged sometimes. Sometimes we're just really peaceful guys that, I don't know, we just like Zack Snyder's style of film. But it's like, I don't know, they take a dab at Henry and then, and then Stride, I think some days later, there's like, Zack Snyder is interested in now filming a Wolverine or some film in Marvel. And then, I don't know, there's some guy on YouTube, I think Boss Logic. No, Instagram, Boss Logic. I'm looking at he does a lot of, like, Photoshop edits, making, like, fake, or more like concept art for, like, superhero stuff. Anyway, he's like, no! Keep him away from Marvel. And I'm like, shut the heck up, dude. So, that's all I gotta say about that part here. I think they did make a reference to the fact that the MCU is at a low point that they have to bring in this something. There's a Karen joke, which I think also is one of those jokes that just fell out of fashion like a year or two ago. And then, you have Deadpool saying something along the lines of gender blind at some point in the film. And then, Deadpool Corp pops in. I really don't understand why Deadpool Corp really had no significance to the overall plot of the film. They just appear, and then Wolverine and Deadpool have a battle with them. This is where, like, Wolverine pulls out the cowl that, like, fans always wanted to see, like, since, I don't know, when did the first film with Wolverine come out? Like, it had to be 2000, 2001, 2002, so, like, way before I can remember, because, like, I wasn't even, like, old enough to remember the first X-Men film when it was out, because I was, like, a 2-year-old, okay, so yeah. What the heck? Logan with... Okay, I'm trying to read my notes, but I cannot, for the life of me, understand what I myself wrote in here, so I'm gonna skip this part. Also, like, I'm finding it a bit confusing that, like, so the timeline of Deadpool basically insists from what I watched in the movie was that have all the Deadpool movies been happening in real time with the other Fox films of the X-Men. So, like, again, Deadpool finds Logan's, adamantium skeleton. So does that mean that at some point in the Deadpool timeline of all these 3 films, Logan just dies and Deadpool continues to exist? But that's the thing. That's kind of like where the main plot of Deadpool is, that, they bring up this whole anger point where Wolverine is the anger point of the X-Men, would make sense because Wolverine was the one carrying all these films, okay? It's like, he was the one carrying the films, so it makes sense why he would be the anger point. Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know why, I feel like there's a reference in here. Maybe they referenced Guardians of the Galaxy, but I forgot the context of why I wrote down GOTG, which means Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know why. Loki, yes. This does take place after Loki. Especially when they're in the void and he said, oh my god, it's the void like in Loki season 1. So, yeah. And then, I forgot her name. Hunter B. Bethune, like the Peter Gentleman at the end, like what? Wait, so only she was able to return? Couldn't get Owen Wilson, unless But then that kind of makes sense because a spoiler alert again. Owen Wilson's character, Mobius, does return. I mean, okay, at the end of season 2 of Loki, Mobius returns to the the place where they pick up his variant. Where he's a jet ski salesman, and he just sits there. He just stands there and waits for time to pass, and then the really epic Loki music plays, and then I don't know. And also, there's like a whole scene. I don't know. And at the very end, there's like this whole scene where Senator Nova, who I didn't really mention because I'm like, I don't know. Senator Nova is a decent villain, but like, to be honest, I kind of forgot about her this whole time. This whole time I forgot about Cassandra Nova because I don't know. Maybe it's because she's like a newer sort of character within the past 10 or so years in X-Men comics that like nobody knows who she is. I mean, originally we were thinking that like she was just gonna be a variant of Charles Xavier and not like the whole on. They're not gonna do the whole on twin sister thing. They're just gonna make her like a variant of Charles Xavier that just so happens to be female. Kind of like what they did on Loki with Sylvie, who Sylvie being like both some sort of amalgamation of the character Enchantress and Lady Loki from the comics, who are supposed to be two separate characters, but they combined her into this completely new character, which I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that too. But anyway, there's a scene where like Nova in the machine thing that like destroy multiverses or something. That's what the machine does. It don't really go in detail why this machine exists. Like Mr. Paradox just pops in saying, "Oh yeah, I have this machine because blah blah blah." Anyway, so the one starts the machine when Deadpool and Wolverine have to be there, and they start T-posing like Spider-Man does, like Superman does. I mean, it makes sense too because it's like this whole time the marketing for Deadpool and Wolverine is that Deadpool is Marvel Jesus, to the point where they have Madonna's song like a prayer, which has full-on religious imagery, religious illusion, biblical illusion. That's something I learned in freaking English class. So yeah, I'm finally using all my education for this for once. Anyway, so that's that, and then she dies, gets exploded like freaking Dr. Manhattan, which is the last thing on my notes on my freaking notepad here. So that's the end of all these notes. So my final words of the film. One last thing though, I have forgotten. I could care less for Jennifer Garner's Elektra. I don't know why she was included in the film. Okay, I'm not really a big fan of Jennifer Garner because I don't remember. I don't know what other film she's in. Not saying she's a bad actress, but I'm just saying I don't really care for her. Like I don't care. I don't know. Someone out there, freaking High Dog Mom is probably gonna be here, and like complain about me being sexist towards a female celebrity. I don't care. I don't care for Jennifer Garner really, and I don't care for her version of Elektra. Okay, like I care more about Ben Affleck's character. Like seriously, we got freaking Henry Cavill as Wolverine, but you couldn't bring back Ben Affleck for his version of Daredevil. I mean, we got Chris Evans coming back to play Johnny Storm from his version of the Fantastic Four. So you even brought back Wesley Snipes, Blade, and of all people too to be tuned in the film was Channing Tatum to play his version of Gambit that we never got because that Gambit film project whatever was in development year for all the years, and now we're never gonna get it. So it was just here to finally be Gambit. And then the Daphne King who played X-23 from the Logan film, she comes back here, but she's gotten older now, and well, I'm just gonna say it because I don't think I'll ever have a chance to ever say this anywhere else. I do not like Daphne King at the moment because she is a hardcore feminist by the woke mind virus that that's being controlled by Hollywood. Okay, like I remember like a few years ago, I was looking at my Instagram feed and I follow all these celebrities because, well, I don't know, I like being brainwashed at this point, I guess. And so Daphne King shares this one quote from some sort of American feminist poet, Maria Faria or something. I don't know, and it said, if you only respect a woman because they're someone's mother, daughter, or sister, then you don't see them as human, and I think that's a load of BS, Daphne King. And you can shove your apologizing ass and throw it out because you're the one out here making your co-worker, I forgot what her name, she played Rude in the Hunger Games, now is in the Accolade playing the Black Twin, terrible Star Wars character of a terrible show with lesbian space witches, and my god, how could they have made lesbian space witches so freaking boring, okay? You know, and then you see all this valid criticism, and your co-worker David King here does the stupid little dance, okay? And you're out here defending it like the dumb you are, okay? So, hands on with you, it's a good movie. I'm just being a freaking hater at this point. I don't know why, but hey, that's the Deadpool and Wolverine review. I give it a 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for personal reasons, but 9 out of 10 to just be reasonable movie because there is no perfect movie. We can never have the perfect movie. But it is kind of almost the perfect Deadpool movie, and it's almost the perfect Wolverine movie just because we finally get to see Wolverine in that yellow suit and the cowl. So, I really like the movie. This has been a really spoiler film. I don't think I spoiled the movie that much, but hey, that will be all for this video, guys. See you later!